This is Goku's son, DBZ, and this is just a little quick review slash discussion, my thoughts on what I saw yesterday and today with the E3 conferences. Yesterday, EA, and today, of course, Microsoft, which actually just got done about 5 minutes ago. So I figured I'd give my opinion so far. Tomorrow will be the Sony press conference, so I may do a video tomorrow evening on my opinions of how I thought Sony did on things. Now, with that said, EA, as a whole, not too pleased. I felt in a lot of ways that EA did a very bad job for the most part with their conference, and let's be honest, it was way too long, to be fair. At least the Microsoft one was less than 2 hours total runtime, so that made it a little more tolerable. But my opinions, EA, not impressed for the most part at all with it. I mean, I did enjoy getting to see some of the gameplay and things of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I like that it showed, like, one map, it showed, like, gameplay and stuff from actually Battle for Naboo. I did like that, since, unlike a lot of people, I actually really enjoyed the Star Wars prequels, and I will defend them to my dying breath. I admit there's a lot of mistakes. Anyways, I really liked, I thought the graphics were superb, crisp, very smooth. And I definitely like that you could actually play with the androids, or rather the droid armies of the Trade Federation. I like that. As well as you could play, which was kind of awesome, with Boba Fett. Always awesome to do that. But outside of that, really, I was not impressed with anything, because for the most part, I'm not a big sports game person. Never have been, never will be. I could honestly care less about NBA. Never liked basketball. I may like to watch baseball, but I'm not going to play baseball games. Sorry, just not. One of the only sports games I ever played at one time when I was a teenager was Madden. I actually, on occasion, like some of the Madden games. I'll be honest, that may be one of the few sports games I actually could stand to play was Madden. And once the price drastically drops, I might check out the new Madden game, only because apparently they're adding a story mode to it, which sounds interesting to say the least for a sports video game to have a story mode. That's kind of odd, but whatever. And the price will drop relatively quick, because let's face it, no one really keeps a hold of sports games. They get rid of them within a couple of months, which is why the price, like, within a 1 year period, it'll go from $60 to like between 10 and 20 bucks. So yeah, wait about 12 months and you can get the game for less than a third of what it costs when it came out. Now, of course, never played a FIFA game. I could care less about FIFA. I know there's a lot of people who love FIFA out there, but for me, I could care less about it. Need for Speed. Looks like on the new Need for Speed, they're kind of taking some elements of, I guess you could say, Fast and the Furious, maybe? Just the way some of the action stuff seems to be in the game. Not your traditional Need for Speed game at all. It does have a lot of things, like I said, that feels kind of like a Fast and the Furious, which is kind of unusual to say for a Need for Speed game. Anywho, I, for the most part, never really liked much racing games, with the exceptions of Hydro Thunder, Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit on the original PlayStation, and recently I started playing, I kind of like, actually, one of the Forza games. I don't remember, I think it's Forza 3. I kind of liked. Now, I will say I actually am interested in Forza Horizon. But with that said, But with the EA conference, really the only standouts, really to me, was Star Wars Battlefront 2. And even though I haven't even played the first Star Wars Battlefront, though I guess I should now that the price is good for the deluxe edition. I'm just not the biggest fan about tons of DLC, with the exception of fine games. But anyways, that's my opinion on day 1 of E3 EA. Day 2 today, Microsoft press conference. I will say they first finally unveiled Project Scorpio, which is another new model Xbox One. First we had the Xbox One, then we had the Xbox One S, now we have the Xbox One X. Yeah, so I guess it's the Xbox Triple X. The Triple Xbox? I don't know. That's all that popped into my head anyways. And it sounded funnier than I guess it came out to be. So my bad for the bad joke. Anyways, my opinion on the Xbox press conference for the most part is this. I think the gameplay... Now, they did give pretty good statistics on the power of the processing speed, the RAM, and overall capabilities. Though they didn't mention the actual size of the hard drive. Now, they did release an announcement of the price tag, and it's going to be $499, some might say $500, for the Xbox One X. So, with the new Xbox One X coming out, that means the Xbox One S will be dropping in price. So, I would say this holiday season, if you still want to at least upgrade from the original model, which I've kind of stuck with the original model Xbox One, rather than updating yet. And now with the Xbox One X coming out, I may wait for that to drop, or I may just wait for the S model to drop a little bit in price once the X model comes out, and then upgrade to the S model. Though it's not the Scorpio model, as they call it. But, of course, they talked about all this impressive 4K and stuff, and I'm plenty happy with traditional Blu-ray 3D HD TV. I could care less about 4K, but whatever. But they showed some gameplay of stuff today on some of the franchises. They showed tons and tons of stuff for indie games, and most of the indie games they showed I could honestly care less about. There was one game that did catch my attention towards the end of the press conference. It actually really got my attention. Come to find out, there's going to be a sequel to the amazing, beautiful platformer game released back like about 2 years ago or something, Aura. There's going to be an Aura 2. That is going to be... I can't wait for that game, honestly, the sequel. The first one is beautiful, gorgeous, amazing music, and I loved how they had a piano playing when they were unveiling the, of course, gameplay footage. Now, whether or not that person was actually really playing the piano or just acting it with actual music playing, who knows? You never know with these press conferences. But I'm actually really looking forward to that game, honestly. I think it looks very beautiful, but it showed no real in-game footage. Still, I'm very excited because the first game was pretty impressive. Though kind of sad at the same time. They also showed some pretty decent game footage of Shadows of War. Of course, the Middle-earth game sequel to Shadows of Mordor, which I just recently purchased from a game sale, Shadows of Mordor, so I haven't tried it yet. I plan on playing it soon, and since I'm on vacation this week, this may be a perfect time to try it out, and I'll give my opinions on that. But from the gameplay footage and stuff, Shadows of War does look interesting, though it's not something I feel like I would quickly rush out and buy, though I can see a lot of people buying it, probably day one editions. I'll probably wait until the price drops, like I did with Shadows of Mordor. Now, there's one particular game that really caught my attention. The gameplay footage, though I know I've been disappointed in the past by Ubisoft, especially with their glitch issues in games, but nevertheless, I'm really looking forward to the gameplay footage that was released for Assassin's Creed Origin, as it's being called. Apparently it takes place in ancient Egypt. Interesting. And the main character this time around, for the first time ever, is a African character. So that's interesting. A new, I guess, nationality character. Since we've done a couple of different times Europeans, we've done one that was like half Native American with 3. You had also a couple other nationalities with some of the other games, predominantly Europeans for the most part. Though, looks like now, though we're getting one taking place in Egypt many years prior. And I don't exactly see how the origins of the Knights Templar or whatever is ancient Egypt, because that's way before they actually existed. However, this is a video game. I'm trying to use logic in a video game. Let's be honest, logic and video games don't exactly mix too well. Another big announcement was the announcement of a new patch coming out. It's going to be immediately programmed release of Xbox One X. They haven't said whether or not for original Xbox One, Xbox One S, if they're going to come out with patches, but they did say day one editions of the Xbox One X is not only already going to be backwards compatible with Xbox 360 games like the older ones of now, they've announced also it's going to have a patch installed to be backwards compatible with original Xbox games as well. So that means now the Xbox One, you're not only going to have the Xbox One library you can play, you'll be able to play the Xbox 360 library and the original Xbox library. So that's insane. That means you have 3 consoles of game libraries to play. That's pretty impressive. I saw a lot of people in the chat that were talking smack and saying, like, who still plays original Xbox games. Excuse me, dumbasses, but some of us actually still play original Xbox and still appreciate original Xbox games. It's not always about the most crisp and beautiful graphics. Sometimes it's about the actual overall storytelling. Like, even though the story wasn't super great in the Fable game, still. That, and especially the storytelling of Knights of the Old Republic games, were amazing. And, of course, we got unveiled, quickly mentioned before I cut this up, unveiled gameplay footage for a new, apparently, supposedly exclusive, or it may be a timed exclusive, I do not know, but apparently a new shooter of some sort coming out from BioWare, apparently, has a new game in the works that's going to be an exclusive or something to Xbox. So that's interesting. BioWare, I guess, is going back to doing some exclusive stuff for Microsoft again. That's interesting. And I don't remember the exact name of the last game they showed gameplay footage of. I will say it was impressive. And from the exoskeleton on the person, which interestingly Sue allowed him to fly kind of like Iron Man in a lot of ways. But the design of the exoskeleton suit remind me an awful lot of Destiny's designs and schematics. So that's kind of weird. But the gameplay footage actually looked pretty sweet. Though, don't know what it's going to look like final verdict of that gameplay footage. And the last thing they announced, apparently a new skin coming out this fall for the beautiful and, well, not beautiful, but really fun Minecraft. Apparently a new skin and a new design and look is coming to Minecraft this autumn. Looks like they are basically just going to be given the PC skin that's already been out for PC for probably a year or two. And they're finally bringing it to console. But I can see a lot of Minecraft players on Xbox and stuff definitely being happy about this update. Now, whether or not they charge, which they have not mentioned yet, if they're going to charge for the update or not. That remains to be seen, but knowing a game company probably will charge. So, oh yeah, one big, huge, biggest announcement for me as an anime and of course a Dragon Ball Z fan. They actually unveiled footage from Bandai Namco of the upcoming Dragon Ball Fighter Z, or Dragon Ball Z Fighter. I don't know exactly how they're gonna go. I'm assuming Dragon Ball Fighter Z. But it looks awesome. Really awesome looking, fine game. With all the it looks like it's gonna have characters from Dragon Ball Z, possibly. Characters also looks like from Dragon Ball Super. I didn't notice any Dragon Ball GT characters gonna be in or not, or unless it's only gonna be canon characters. But it looks amazing. And I'm going to be curious to see also fellow fine game enthusiast Maximilian Duda and see what his opinions are on it as my own. I'm super excited and stoked. And it has been confirmed by the trailer it's going to be a 3-on-3 fighting game. That's amazing. And there's apparently been rumors that, which we're talking about this, and this rumor turned out to be true, that we could possibly see in the future DLC packs with maybe Naruto, One Piece characters and stuff added in to the overall roster of characters, since Namco Bandai produces those franchises as well, fine games. So it's very possible. So we're looking at the possibility of something very similar to Capcom's Marvel vs. Capcom franchise with Bandai, and having like a big multi-anime verse. All I can say is, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait for the pre-orders and stuff, and to get more info on this. I'm definitely excited about this fighting game. This looks awesome. Not only as a big fighting game fan, but also as a humongous, of course, Uber Dragon Ball Z fan, since my channel is called Goku Sun DBZ. That says it right there, how big a Dragon Ball Z fan I am, and I can't wait for more info on that, and I will definitely share it with you all out there in YouTube land once I get some more info on this 3-on-3 fighting game. Can't wait. And I'll see you all next time here in YouTube land, and stay tuned for a upcoming review soon of issue 1 of Street Fighter, Star Wars, Darth Vader and the Lost Command, which is actually really awesome. But I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoy this little info, and I'll be sharing my thoughts maybe tomorrow evening or Tuesday morning on the Sony press conference. So I'll see you then for that, and hopefully we get a Square Enix press conference soon, as well as I may give my opinions on Ubisoft. We shall see. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.